So what if you buy the house and you hate it? Then what? Well, let me give you some good news. It is not the end of the world. Hi, I'm Jennifer Mount, managing broker and owner of Legacy Realty Advisors, a boutique brokerage right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Each week we come to you and we share our experience in real estate and in life. And the purpose is to hopefully help you avoid the same mistakes that we have made. I just made a mistake as I was speaking, and also help you navigate the home buying and selling process and investing process better. A little bit about me is I've been a realtor for over 23 years, and I've had my broker's license, my real estate broker's license, since about 2007. In my career, I've purchased almost 20 homes, and I currently own 10. So I am a firm believer, and I put into practice what I believe is that real estate is the best vehicle to create wealth for you and your family in generations to come. Legacy Realty Advisors, we are part of the Legacy family. The originator of the Legacy family, his name is Jason. He is amazing at everything. Wealth management is one thing that he specializes in. So if you are looking for someone who is really great and you need them to help you manage your money, even if you don't have money. When I first met Jason, I was just getting divorced and I was at a crossroads financially. And he said, hey, it's fine. It's not that you have money right now. We're going to help you make money and create wealth. And you need someone like that in your corner. And he has been so many other things for my career and my family than just a wealth management person. I digress. The topic of this week's blog and our topic is, what if you buy a house and you regret it? So here's something that I want you to know is if you allow me to help you buy a home, I am going to do a very thorough market analysis. Whenever we look at this market analysis, we are going to look at everything within the same square mile as your home is located, within 300 square feet, smaller than your home and larger than your home, and the same year built as your home. So these are all of the things that appraisers look at that help them to determine what your home is worth. And the reason I'm going to look at all this for you and with you is because I don't want you to pay too much for the home in case when you get in there, you hate it. I'll share an instance with you that I just went through. I have a client and she's also my friend. And she was living in a townhouse on Cherry Street. Cherry Street is a very popular, trendy area here in the Tulsa market. She became a mom and needed to move to Jenks School District. There's a couple things that happened between then, but I'm just going to fast forward. So she goes from 15th Street out to 85th Street. So a completely different world. Let me talk about two things about that. Number one, I would not want to run a market analysis and try to compare those two properties because they're in two completely different areas. So a lot of people, when they say, oh, my friend sold for $500,000, well, where did your friend live? I mean, these are things that people don't take into consideration when they're comparing what they think their home should sell for because their friend's neighbor's dog got this or whatever. I know dogs don't buy houses. They do have houses though. So I sold her the house out in Jenks. Her son graduated or he moved in with his other parent. And so she was ready to go back to the area that she desired most. And I said, well, hey, why don't you try a condo? Because you're an empty nester now and you love to travel and you're so successful, you're at work a lot, so a condo would provide a no maintenance lifestyle. So she was like, okay. So bought the condo, remodeled it, gorgeous, and she hated it. So guess what? because she bought it right, we sold it in 1 week for way more than she paid for it. And now she's found a house over in Brookside. So buying the wrong house is not the end of the world as long as you buy it right. Now, I was meeting with a first-time home buyer last week, and she really liked this one particular house. And I told her, I said, if this was your last house, I would consider saying, okay, you can offer that. But it's not. This is your first house. So you cannot afford to overpay for this house, because statistics show that in 5 to 7 years, you're going to outgrow it. And so then you're going to need to sell it. And if I let you overpay for it now, then I'm not going to be able to sell it for you later and get your money back. So all of these decisions, I've been through this over 500 times. I've helped over 500 families navigate the process of buying, selling, and investing in real estate. And that's why you want an experienced professional in your corner, someone who is not attached to the outcome or the commission. They are attached to the outcome of the relationship. Because the type of broker that I am, the type of realtor that I am, the type of person that I am a relationship realtor. What I mean by that is I'm not transactional. I'm not just trying to get you through this transaction so I can go find the next one and go find the next one, okay? I'm looking at this for the long term, because my goal is that when you do go to sell it, whether it's 1 year from now because you hated it, or 10 years from now because you've now have 2 children, I want you to call me and I want you to trust me and I want you to be happy with the outcome of what we're able to get for your house. So at the end of every one of our episodes, we have a 3-2-1. 3 things that you learned, 2 things that you're going to share, and 1 thing that you're going to implement. This week, the 3 things that I want you to take away from this is your decision is not the end of the world if it's the wrong one. It can be harder if you do not have a trained professional in your corner that helps you buy it right when you go into the purchase. And I want to be with you through all your transactions, and your kids' transactions, and your grandkids' transactions. 2 things you're going to share is next time someone says, Zillow said my house is worth this, let them know that they need to contact a trained real estate professional such as myself to do an actual comparative market analysis for their square mile, not 10-mile radius, okay? Because an appraiser is only going to look at a small section. And the other thing that I want you to share is that I'm available to meet with any of your friends, clients, family members, people you go to church with, anytime to help them navigate through this process successfully. And the one thing that I want you to implement this week is I want you to start saying affirmations. And I know this is completely off base, but this is something that's been on my heart. Affirmations are positive statements that help us to overcome and become a part of us. So come up with 3 affirmations about yourself, whether they're true right now or not, and look in the mirror and stand up and tell yourself every day, you are brave, you are kind, you are smart, you are loved, you are an overcomer, you are more than capable of doing anything that you set your mind to doing. And remember, you are valuable. And I'm so excited to tell you that we are going to be launching a podcast in October. So please help us grow and help us help other people by subscribing to this and sharing it with another friend, and be watching for more information on our podcast.